Hey guys, so I'm back with another layout using my August stash kit. And this time I'm gonna use a more, I don't know if one would call it masculine color scheme, but it's going to be a lot of blacks and greens and that kind of stuff, mostly because of the picture. Um, I took this picture in a train. My dad's wearing a blue shirt. There's some blue and greenish hues in the train, and the metal that kind of goes with the gray and black. So that's kind of the approach I'll be taking. So first things, I noticed this 6x6 paper from the +1 paper pad that was basically two triangles, and I thought I would cut that in half and see what I come up with. So I did that, and then at the moment I'm thinking I'm going to do this sort of top heavy thing with the arrows pointing down to the picture, but I don't have enough space to spread them out as much as I would like, and I feel like it looks kind of weird like that. But I'm gonna try here for a minute to use it that way. So I chose the blue because I felt like the blue matched the picture as well, and it broke up the two neutrals since I have a both of those papers are black and white. So yeah, so now I'm experimenting with how to add all these three triangles. Now in theory I like this idea, but I don't know, something wasn't working. So I'm going to try a couple different things. Then I found this frame from the chipboard pack that I have in the kit, and I thought that cream color will look nice, and I've been trying to use that frame for a while now and haven't been able to. So I'm going to go with that frame for quite a long time during this video. So now I'm trying like a top and bottom kind of thing. And I don't know. I was just trying to figure out how I was going to use these papers. And then this happened. I just happened to place that blue there in the center, and then I thought, okay, maybe we could do a sort of lopsided kind of thing, and I just arranged the other two papers on there, and that's basically going to be the main design. I did have a lot of trouble with embellishing because I didn't know where the heck to put stuff without losing that like kind of wonkiness of the triangles. And I also wasn't sure if I wanted to bring another color in, but I did decide to bring in the red, which is why I have that life noted there for the moment. That's from Pink Fresh. I think it's the mix number 2. I'm not, or maybe it was number 1. No, it was number 1. Anyway, now I'm going through a bunch of die cut sets and chipboard sets and embellishment sets in my kit, and I'm just picking out things that might work, and just keeping them in my little container. And here, this was a travel page, obviously, because we were traveling in a train, and I thought this would be a good excuse to use some of these travel-related stickers, since I haven't used as many as I thought I would have when I bought them. So I'm going through and just picking out the blacks and the reds and blues to see if I'll manage to use any at some point. But another problem I had is that all of these options I'm choosing all have words, and I don't want words to be everywhere. It gets too distracting, I find. So that was another struggle I had. So I'm just picking out things like, I think I have like adventure, away we go, we are in an adventure, kind of things like that. So yes, going through some more die cut packs here. So I have two die cut packs in this kit. One is from the Click Clack Toga collection, and the other one is from the Vicky Boutin. I think it's her first collection she did. I know it's a Vicky Boutin collection. Okay. Another thing is that blue that's in that Amy Tangerine paper pad, I've struggled with matching it with other things from my stash ever since I bought it. So finding an exact blue to match that was also kind of a struggle for me. But I brought in a few other blues, I think, towards the end, and it works. I'm not entirely sure if I love this layout, if I like this layout once I'm finished with it, but it's done and there's nothing I can do about it. I don't know. I feel like it's a bit off. It's a bit weird. I don't know. Something isn't sitting right with me. But anyway, so now I'm going through all the other embellishment packs that I have, and I'm kind of sorting through them and seeing if there's something that I know I for sure won't use, and that goes back into the box with my kit. So I'm trying to keep everything clean. That big pile of paper on my left says otherwise, but yeah. Um, this was the second layout I made in a row, which is why it's already a big mess. Okay. Going through this gigantic sticker book. What? Oh, we were also eating croissants on the train. So I thought maybe since I bought this in France, there would have been at least one croissant somewhere. But I think I only found one in that sticker book, and I didn't end up using it. So yeah, so I decide I'm going to glue down the triangles just so they're in a place and they don't move around, and I can work with stickers and such. So I just using some double-sided adhesive tape, I made sure to leave some leeway at the edges of each of the paper because I knew I might want to tuck some things in. And now I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to do my clusters. So I have one at the bottom where that title's going to go. Then my idea was that I was going to have a little cluster on each of the other two pieces of pattern paper and then something around the picture. But I don't know, it was getting very complicated. So yes, so I have a couple of options here. I have this week. The reason why I was trying to incorporate this week is because during our trip to France, we took a lot of trains during that week. So I thought that would be appropriate. And I also wanted to bring in a bit more black elsewhere on the page, since that black up there is really dominant, and at the bottom there's a white pattern paper. Yeah, so basically this layout was a big struggle, and I'm not sure if it was worth it, but it's okay unless the photo is documented and the story is there and it's gonna be in my album. Okay, so what am I doing now? I'm still trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with these embellishments. I like the idea of using that geotag. I think it says right here up there, and that's a different blue from the blue I have going on, but if I use that in one place and then kind of use it in other places as well, it'll be fine. So yes, I think that is going to end up on the page, just not up there. As you can see, I currently have 3 kind of clusters going on. I was considering using that frame down there, but it's just getting too square, so I'm going to get rid of it. And that label up there is from the Chanel Little by Little sticker book, and I thought it would bring some red up to the top. So I do like the addition of the red. I'm just not sure I like that sticking out up there. I don't know. It just seemed weird to me because I was losing the harsh lines. Yeah, so I was losing the harsh lines of the triangles, and it wasn't working for me, and I also couldn't really. I felt like the picture was kind of getting lost. It all looks very, very weird. So I'm going to change up some things. I'm going to go back and forth a lot. So now I'm reconsidering this frame idea because there's not really any of that beigey color anywhere else on the page. So I'm thinking I'm either going to trim the picture down, maybe add some white border. I don't know what's going to happen. I wasn't sure if I was liking it anymore. So yeah. There's a lot of back and forth, just fiddling with things. And I thought that I could tuck in that label back there, and then that goes along the diagonal line of the triangle, and I felt that looked a lot better. So that's going to stay there for the moment. Now I'm trying to find some sort of other label to have going on somewhere down here, and I'm going to use the same label as I used up there, but in the bluish color. I have that adventure arrow going on, and now I'm thinking about switching up. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do around the photo, so I'm thinking about switching out the title, adding some sort of pattern behind the picture, getting rid of that frame, and yeah. And then I decide I'm gonna try and see how this looks if I mat the photo with just white cardstock as opposed to the frame, and I like that a lot better just because it helps the picture stand out a bit more from all that color, the bold color that's going on behind it. and it's a lot more fresh. It's cleaner than using that beige frame that I had earlier. I'm still struggling with these embellishment clusters. I'm trying to get all three colors in all three clusters and also have the clusters look cohesive. I don't know, it's weird. So now I saw these that I completely forgot about. These are from the Pink Paisley Atlas collection. They're frames, and I did like the idea of using that frame for this page, but it I don't know. In the end, I decided I didn't like it. It wasn't bad actually. Looking at it now, but the embellishments don't go whatsoever. I would have to rearrange the whole thing. I don't know. I just at the moment I was kind of getting frustrated. I just took it off and went with the white matte. So yeah, I'm considering doing like sort of like a central cluster here. There's a lot of back and forth. I'm sorry, this video is probably very boring. But okay, sorry, I moved the camera a bit there so I can see even more of my huge mess. And I'm still trying to figure out what to do with that picture. I am going to go with just the white matte. And I'm also going to become a bit creative and back up the picture on some chipboard. And I thought, okay, I'll move that over there, but I don't really, again, I have that sticking out problem. I feel like it's interrupting the harsh lines. I think in the end I might have left it that way. I don't know. It's a very, very weird layout for me. Maybe it was because of the triangles. So here I'm trying to see what kind of cluster I want to do with the photo, and I noticed this black arrow pointy thing, so I'm just going to go ahead and stick that there. And I just keep going through some embellishments. I still feel like I need to add some sort of cluster up there at the top, but I can't really find anything to go. Yes, I need something red up there and I need something blue. It's what I'm thinking at the moment. And then this was taken in Paris, on a train from Paris to Angers, and this particular photo. So I had the stamp set. I thought maybe I could stamp something up there, but it wasn't really anything that was relevant. Then there was these like chevron pieces on this sticker sheet from Citrus Twist. And then there was those time stickers that I thought would work nicely on this page because I could kind of sort of use it as a train timetable kind of situation. Or maybe I could do that for another train picture. I don't know. We will see. So I decided that I wanted to back this picture up on some foam, but because I'm not in my scrap room, I forgot to bring foam with me. So I'm going to do something probably stupid, but I'm going to remove the 3 chipboard stickers from the bottom of that black and white chipboard set there on the left, and then cut that apart and stick it behind the picture. And I'm just going to put those chipboard pieces in with the plastic when I put this back into its packaging. Hopefully I'll get them used soon, but yes. So here I'm just adding a lot of tape and just glue that down. Oh, I moved that label down there to the title to bring in some of that blue, and I like how that looks down there. I'm not loving the cluster at the top though, but I think this is how the layout is going to look in the end. It's very, 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 very simple, and I'm not sure I'm loving it. I'm thinking about adding a heart up there. It looks very, very weird though. But I am going to add a heart down at the bottom from the Ellie Studio pack. And then there's these red ones. These red ones are from the Pink Fresh. That package with all the words. I'm also going to add a little blue one from Ellie Studio up there by the photo. And then I'm also going to add a tiny blue one up there with the red heart. So I think that's about going to complete the page. I am going to do some journaling and a border with my Staedtler pigment liners. For the journaling, I probably use the 0.3 tip, and for the border, I probably use these 1.0 or the 0.3 actually, probably the 1.0. I'm not sure if I did the border on camera. So I'm just doing, this one paper was a grid layout, so I'm just doing some journaling on the lines. It's kind of diagonal, but that's fine by me. So yes. Oh, actually, I'm using the 0.1, I guess, to do the journaling. Okay. Yeah, so I'm just writing a bit about how we took a lot of trains, and it was my first time personally taking so many trains, and so yeah, I thought it was a fun experience because we went to a lot of cities and we went there by train. For the first time in a long time, I'm using a ruler to do the border because I felt like all the other lines on this page were really straight, that I needed the border to be straight as well. So I'm just using like a plastic standard ruler that they probably gave us for free at school. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.